All right, today I'm going to show you guys how to fix this huge gap in your garage door without replacing it. So first you're going to need a chisel. These are the ones that I got, and you're just going to chisel away at that stuff. Thank goodness this was all dry and brittle because it came off super easy, but just scrape along those bricks and that caulking will just pop right off. And what I found here was that the mortar was coming out into where the wood should be pressing straight up against the bricks. So that's very, very strange. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and sand this down, and then you're going to get some of this foam grate stuff, and you're going to use this stuff just to fill those gaps between the wood and the brick. So I'm just pressing this in here. Make sure you wear safety eye protection and gloves when you're using this, and just run it all the way down. All right, we're going to let this dry for an hour, and then we're going to come back and cut it out. Now I just used a serrated blade to cut mine out. You can use a utility knife. A putty knife is not sharp enough to work for this job. So you need to make sure it's a sharp serrated edge, and you just cut straight down on both sides and remove that. All right, now you're gonna go get a chisel or a putty knife and scrape the rest of that residue off your bricks. All right, now we're gonna sand this down to get it really smooth, and make sure you have eye goggles on and a face mask. You can see all that debris flying in the air, so protect yourself. And then we're gonna take some wood filler, and so we're putting wood filler over the top of this. I like to kind of go sideways and then go straight down. So you just take it from the brick out and then you smooth that straight down. All right, so when you finish doing that, you're gonna have to wait for the dry time. Now, depending on which kind of wood filler you use, it'll depend on the dry time. I'll leave a link to what I use below in the description. All right, so then you're going to go ahead and sand that down. So I have my awesome Ryobi sander that I use, and I'm just feeling along here to make sure that I'm getting it smooth so you can't feel any ridges. And then go ahead and wipe that off with a cloth before you caulk it. And we're gonna start caulking. So go from the top all the way down. And then I have this awesome tool that I use, and I'll show it to you guys in the description below, but you don't need a tape off here. You just pull that down, and then we're ready to paint. So after 2 hours, so you need to wait for 2 hours for that paintable caulk to dry. I use the Dynoflex 230, and then we're just gonna cut in here with my short hook wood stir brush, and then come back along with my red feather roller to smooth out those edges. I love this roller. It's fantastic for wood. All right, so then we're ready for our second coat. So just cut in there again, and I did get caulking that matched the paint, and then roll over it. Here it is finished. It didn't turn out perfect. I mean, but it's okay. I mean, it's better than it was. There you go. It really does look a lot better, but you know. All right, I don't do this often, but I'm gonna have to call this a failure, but I'm not done yet. I have a couple more things that I'm gonna try, and I'll video and show you if it worked or not. And if it doesn't work, I'm gonna rip that piece of wood out there and put a new one in, and I'll take a video of that too. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips and tools from Stacy DIY.